Namami subjects, welcome aboard. I'm on retention because another case needs your attention. Today, let's talk about the most sensationalized and talked about case in this month. What? Okay, last 15 days? Okay, but this is most talked about case at the moment, right? Okay, no disrespect to anyone involved, but let's make a deep dive into Meghalaya honeymoon murder case. Before going in, make sure you complete the formality of liking the video. It helps with the reach. Now let's get to know about Sonam Raghuwanshi, the alleged perpetrator in this murder. She is from an affluent family in Madhya Pradesh, India. She helps her father and two brothers manage their businesses, sometimes as an HR and sometimes as a manager. While helping her family run the business, that is when Sonam met Raj Kushwaha. From here on, I'll call him Kushwaha to avoid the confusion. When Sonam met Kushwaha, she was 25 and Kushwaha was 21. Sonam was the owner of a business. Kushwaha was a junior manager in her father's company. Do you notice the power play in this? I feel Sonam was having absolute power trip in this relationship, but it is not my concern. But what concerned the entire nation was when Sonam felt that her family is getting her marriage arranged with a 29-year-old Raja Raghuwanshi, who was a self-made businessman from Indore. Do you see now how the power dynamics have shifted? When this alliance was proposed to Sonam, she underwent a perceived entrapment. She didn't want to get married where she doesn't feel like she has an upper hand. But you know how it is in here. It does not matter. They usually say, if your boy or a girl is behaving erratically, then get them married. They'll change. What? They still did not change? Force them to make babies. They will change. Still not changed? The girl they got married is surely possessed by evil spirits. Okay, stereotypes aside, irrespective of the bride's disagreement, they got engaged. After engagement, Sonam began to be distant with Raja. He often confessed with his friend, saying that he feels that she's more like a stranger than a fiancée. Apart from, practically staying afar in their homes, they were mentally afar too. Now, if you don't know how it is in arranged marriages, then let me explain. Two strangers, one middleman, and a fruitful alliance. This is the concept. In here, a middleman approaches the family with the prospective suitors' details, then the families discuss the logistics for the marriage, then the bride and groom are engaged. After this, they are allowed to talk without an adult supervision, and this kind of tradition was born in Regency era in England and died in post-Victorian era. Yet Indians still follow this. Okay, my rant aside, after they got engaged once, Sonam told her mother, if you forcefully get me married to Raja Raghuwanshi, then you will all bear witness to what I will do to him. Even after such a dangerous threat, Sonam's family just brushed it off, and in a cruel twist, they have also preponed the marriage to May while it was initially set in July. When Raja Raghuvanshi's family asked about this, Sonam's family just said that astrologer told to do so. Which means, deep down, even Sonam's family might have known about her relationship. Yet, they might have chosen to keep the Raghuvanshi family in the dark, which made Raja Raghuvanshi's life dark. I mean, it's a possibility, but not an allegation. The couple got married on May 11th. Sonam has never shown any of her disinterest, evidently, as far as I saw, which shows how composed she was. Because the report suggests that Sonam is allegedly planned Raghuvanshi's murder before their wedding itself. Raja Raghuvanshi was a religious man, and Sonam used this small detail into her favor to delay the consummation of their marriage. That is, until they have visited Kamakhya Devi temple in Assam. According to some traditions, or most of the traditions, the couple are not given space for the honeymoon because there is a lot of stuff to do post wedding, due to which Sonam's murder plot was getting delayed. So one fine day, Sonam woke up and she booked flight tickets to Assam against her in-laws' wishes and asked her husband to wear around 10 lakh Indian rupees of the gold. She herself has also adorned with gold. When her in-laws questioned about wearing so much of gold to such a far distance trip, Sonam's answer was allegedly nonchalant, and Raja Raghuwanshi said to his mom that he wore gold on the request of Sonam. While she was doing all of this in the foreground, Sonam was allegedly planning an elaborate plan to kill her husband on this trip with her alleged lover Kushwaha in background. According to the reports, the plan, the cost, and location for the murder were thought out clearly. It was also revealed in the investigation that Sonam and Kushwaha have hired killers. The first attempt on his life was made in Guwahati, but he got saved. Then on the trek from Non-Griat, where an interesting detail came out from the guide. Usually people hire guides when they visit Non-Griat to start a trek because it is not an easy terrain to navigate using Google Maps. The guide whom the couple has hired said that they have only hired the guide for one-way trip from Non-Griat. He also added that there were 3 other people who accompanied the couple on the trek, but they were all speaking in Hindi and it was also in different accent of Hindi which he could not understand since he only knew English and Khasi. During this trek, the police suspect that second attempt was made to kill Raja Raghuwanshi. They planned to make it like an accident, but it failed. After the couple finished the trek, the couple then drove to parking lot of Wei Sawdong Falls. During this journey, it is said that Raja Raghuwanshi was attacked with a machete, and by 2:15 p.m., Sonam and the 3 accomplices have dumped Raja's body. Then by 2:30 p.m., Sonam used Raja Raghuwanshi's phone to make an Instagram post captioned "Saat Janmon ka Saath hai." After this, Sonam had vanished while Kushwaha was present with the families in Madhya Pradesh. After the families have reported them missing, a thorough search was conducted around Wei Sawdong Falls. As that was couple's last active location, so it makes entire sense. It was a very difficult terrain to perform search on, but the department had used drones for better results, and it indeed yielded results. On June 2nd, Raja Raghuwanshi's decaying body was found in the gorge of Wei Sawdong waterfalls, while Sonam was still missing. The murder was staged like a robbery, and Sonam was missing since May 23rd. Both families feared the worst and requested police to accelerate search for her, but all their attempts proved to be futile. Kushwaha was supporting and helping Raja Raghuwanshi's family in performing the final rites of Raja. Some reports suggest that during this time the couple have allegedly met in Madhya Pradesh in a hotel, which was again proved using 5,000 rupees bill in the police investigation. Then on June 9th, roughly after 2 weeks of disappearance, Sonam reappeared in Uttar Pradesh at a dhaba, where she frantically approached the dhaba owner and asked for his phone. She called her family in panic and said that she is in UP at a dhaba. Local Uttar Pradesh police was sent to the scene to get her to safety, where she narrated an expertly crafted story. The story where she and her husband were being robbed, but Raja Raghuwanshi valiantly defended her and died there. Then, the group abducted her, done some bad deeds, and threw her on the side of the streets in Uttar Pradesh. There was one flaw to the story, which dhaba owner and police have identified. She was too clean and tidy for someone who was abducted and held against will for more than 2 weeks. She had a calm demeanor and she was narrating the same story over and over, which dhaba owner and police felt as a very unconvincing act. When police investigation and technical reports came out, they suggested a very different story. Sonam and Kushwaha had 30 calls between May 16th leading to the day of murder. They had late night chats and calls. It is also said that this murder plot fell into motion after Sonam and Kushwaha allegedly met in a cafe just 4 days after her wedding. The technical evidence also suggests that Sonam agreed to pay 20 lakh Indian rupees for this murder. After getting to know that Sonam was a perpetrator all along, Sonam's family got devastated and publicly severed ties with her, asking for her to be hanged if found guilty. Now, let's see how this entire ordeal could have been avoided. If Sonam had just said no, all of this could have been avoided. But she was in a perceived entrapment where a person goes into a delusion that they are being unjustly trapped by more powerful forces. Had she eloped with Kushwaha, probably Raghuvanshi's life would have been spared. But Sonam would lose the power trip that she gets in this relationship with Kushwaha. And her narcissistic side would not allow this. I can give you so many possibilities, but that does not change the reality, where she chose murder as an escape and posted Saat Janmon ka Saath hai. You see the poetry in this as well? Saat Janmon ka Saath. My god. This aligns her with a rare female offender archetype called Black Widow, where a woman eliminates a partner just to gain back control or power. With all of this twisted psych staring in the face of the people, still they chose to call Sonam just as a puppet. I think that mirrors the current Indian mindset. I don't want to go deep into this because when you're talking about women on man crimes, the lines between critical arguments and misogyny get blurred, and I don't want to fall into this. I hope everyone gets justice in this case. I believe the government, authorities, and legal bodies are capable enough to punish the culprit and all accused according to their involvement. Let me know your thoughts below. That's it from my side. Thanks for staying. I'm Hazi, signing off.